Is this a drill or something?
Who are the Knights of Ren? The Knights of Ren remains an absolute enigma, something people are desperately trying to figure out, though luckily we will most likely get all the answers in Star Wars Episode 8, but that's really far away. But for now, let's take a look at the numerous hints that Disney has been dropping and some compelling theories by yourselves, the fans, on their origins. Officially, the Knights of Ren is stated as a dark side organization that operated under the command of Snoke, the supreme leader of the First Order. Kylo Ren was a member of the organization, and in Star Wars Episode 7, Snoke states that Kylo is the Master of the Knights of Ren, though whether there is more than one still remains to be explored. In Rey's vision/flashback, we see Kylo Ren destroy Luke Skywalker's new Jedi Academy, and with the Knights of Ren's help. The question still remains, who is this shadowy organization, what is their end goals, and who are their members? The only real insight to the group given directly by Adam Driver, who plays Kylo Ren, is this. It was a group that existed before Kylo Ren, that he was a part of. Their place within everything is more of a satellite group. Now this gives us a clear indication that they are their own entity, probably outside of the Sith, however, are still officially considered a dark side organization. A popular theory that is bolstered by that particular statement revolves around dark side acolytes in the canon novel Star Wars Aftermath. In it, 3 robed figures purchase Darth Vader's lightsaber after the events of Return of the Jedi from a merchant, and they go on to say, "We are adherents, acolytes of the Beyond, they're known as. We are not violent. Not yet." Then they add they want to destroy the lightsaber so that it can be returned to its master in death. Now that's a pretty big obsession, tracking it down, buying it, and then destroying it. These acolytes, like Ren, have an obsession with Vader. If this was an early look at a preformed Knights of Ren before they took up all-out acts of aggression, it would make sense that once Ben Solo fell to the dark side, with his heritage being grandson of Vader, that he would be worthy of taking up the mantle of the Master of the Knights of Ren. They would somewhat worship him himself just for his heritage. Another interesting theory, which remains open-ended, is the fact that whilst in concept art they appear to carry lightsabers, in Rey's flashback during the Jedi extermination, they carry an assortment of various other weapons. This would not rule out the possibility of them not being all Force sensitives, and they could very well carry lightsabers as trophies, just like General Grievous did, seeing the Jedi as an abomination, or really just out of pride and spite. Just as Lor San Tekka was a member of the Church of the Force, which worshipped Jedi ideals and the light, and he helped Luke Skywalker in his quest to restore the Jedi Order, the Knights of Ren could be its counterpart, being a dark side-based religion loosely based off the teachings of the Sith, seeing Darth Vader as a leader or somewhat a prophet or deity. Another theory, though this one's a little more far-fetched, but we're yet to see the truth this year, is that the crew we see in Rogue One's official pictures is actually the Knights of Ren, pre-defecting to the Empire. And although some of the weaponry matches up thanks to fans pointing it out, it would be interesting to see how they would switch sides and become obsessed with the main villain, Vader, who is actively trying to hunt them and kill them in the movie, though that again is unconfirmed. Maybe they will learn to respect his power, or maybe Vader semi-sides with them. We've seen in the comic books Vader wanting to turn against the Emperor, and he may have let the rebels escape the first Death Star, though that's stretching things a bit thin. We'll definitely find out with Rogue One, although upon checking IMDb, none of the Resistance crew in Rogue One appear to be joining the Episode 8 cast, which is slated to officially feature the Knights of Ren, so that's kind of pretty damning against that theory. Another theory from fans after seeing the group's art is the fact that Boba Fett is a member of the Knights of Ren. Then there is one of their members which looks remarkably like Boba Fett. This would then bolster the theory that they aren't strictly dark side wielders and may carry lightsabers for show, though the biggest question would be, why would Boba Fett join any organization, as he's known to be independent and pretty much an amoral character that is a gun for hire. unless his time in the Sarlacc pit somehow changed his personality greatly. The last theory on the list, which I'm a big fan of, is that Ezra from Star Wars Rebels is actually a Knight of Ren, seduced by the dark side, who has abandoned the teachings of the Sith. This would spell catastrophe for the Rebels. Ezra is shown in the latest Star Wars trailer holding a crossguard lightsaber, which is incredibly, it's intriguing, and which of course could be the basis of Kylo Ren's own lightsaber. The Inquisitors, being acolytes of sorts to Vader, have their designs borrowed from Star Wars Episode 7 concept art, which could make sense, right? Use concept art from Knights of Ren to then make earlier versions of the Knights in Rebels, tying everything together. Though these are just some of the theories for the Knights of Ren, we will definitely find out officially in Episode 8. But the beauty of this video is it's just the start of the discussion. Our love for Star Wars surrounds and it binds us together, so let me know in the comments below. Who do you think the Knights of Ren truly are? Have we seen anything? Or is it all smoke and mirrors till Episode 8? Because if you love Star Wars, I want to talk to you about it. It's as simple as that. If you want to stay up to date with the latest Star Wars videos on origins, games, and theories, don't forget to use those force powers of yours and hit subscribe. And hey, leave a comment below about what you want to see in future videos. It may just get covered. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you. Always.